All right, well, I intentionally preached a little bit shorter of a sermon because I need to have a family moment with us. As we've been keeping you guys up to speed for the last several weeks, we're getting closer and closer to making the move into our new building, and so many things are happening, so many decisions to make and staying on top of things. But one of the things that has become very obvious to us in the last couple of weeks is we're going to be about $400,000 short to finish. And specifically, the room that we're not going to be able to finish is the room that we are going to call the second venue. This is where our student ministry will meet. This is where Mission Ready Men will meet. Rooted will meet. Our second Saturdays where our women's ministry will meet. This is where we're going to have funerals, and the list goes on. It's a very important room. And the reason why we didn't get to it is because we were hit with a $469,000 roof that we were not prepared for. We thought we could patch it and kind of fix it, but that ended up not being the case. And so here's my plea with you. I'm going to ask, number one, if you've not yet jumped on your journey of generosity and started giving to the mission of God through Trace, would you do that because your church needs you? And I'm also going to encourage you to start thinking about and praying about an end of the year gift. And we're actually going to label this particular offering towards the end of the year. Again, it's going to be at Christmas time where we're going to ask everybody to bring something. And we're going to call it, well, let me back up and say this. The room that we need to renovate currently was Budweiser's previous keg room, right? And so we're calling this From Keg to Kingdom. I'm not joking. That's what we're calling it. And so when you get on our website or our app and you're looking for the different funds to give to, it's going to say From Keg to Kingdom. And I don't know about you, but I don't want our students to feel like they've got some makeshift space where they're not really getting to build relationships with one another. Like right now, the only other opportunity we have for them is like on the railroad tracks in the back, right? So no, I'm just kidding. That's not going to happen. But I'm going to ask that you would join us. And I want you to hear my heart. We have been working really hard. And I'm not going to get up here and play my small, tiny violin. But it's been a hard season. I would tell you in 18 years of ministry, this has been the hardest season of my life. And we're trying to do our due diligence. We're trying to pay very close attention to every single penny that we're spending. And I kid you not, we're trying to save money wherever we can. I'm literally today taking a door off the hinges in our office space, and it's going to become my new door and my new office in our new offices. And I'm just praying the landlord doesn't see it, okay? It's not a joke. We're trying to do everything we can, but I don't want to limp into our new home. I don't want to get in there and feel like we can't just completely embrace everything that God wants. And let me say this, and you're going to feel it, because we're over there every week right now. This is going to be such an incredibly special place. We know the building's not the church, but guys, we can feel it. The amount of spiritual breakthroughs and salvations and life change that's going to happen in that building, we can feel it. It's going to be an incredibly special place. Doing the math this week, I determined that if we do this now, instead of putting it off for a later date, we will save $50,000 because the contractors are already there. And so to bring those people back later and go through all those processes, we'll spend about an additional $50,000 than what we could actually save now by doing it now. Now, even if we're able to do it now, that particular space, the second venue, won't be open and available until mid-January, which is actually perfect timing when all of our ministries kick off again. Like if you're new to Trace, mid-December, a lot of our ministries will shut down. As we get closer to Christmas, I shouldn't say shut down, but take a break, and all of them ramp back up in middle of January. And if we can act on this now, then we can have that room ready to go for all the kickoff of those ministries starting in January. Again, student ministry, MRM, second Saturdays, Rooted, different funerals and different things like that we're going to be using that room for. It's a small worship center is really what it is. It holds about 250 to 300 people, just a little bit smaller than this space. And so I'm going to ask that you would jump in with us. You would give to the mission of God through Trace Church, that you would start setting aside a certain gift for that Keg to Kingdom fund. And here's what I need, because I'm in a little bit of a dilemma right now. I need to know whether or not I can make that decision now. But I don't know what kind of funds that we're going to have coming in. And so here's what I'm going to ask. If you're willing to set aside a gift, and it would be good for me to know how big that gift is going to be now, would you email me at aaron@tracechurch.com, aaron@tracechurch.com, not because I want to know what you give. I just need to make sure I'm making wise decisions for our church and not overcommitting us. And I think that makes sense. And so if you're willing to do that, send me an email this week. Let me know what you feel like that you can do. And over the next 2 weeks, I'm hoping to be able to make the decision of either go or no go. But I have no doubt, I really don't, I have no doubt that if we all come into this together and we all understand that we only move into a new church home once, by the grace of God, I hope it's only once, right? And we need your help. Renovations always cost more than we think, and we're just trying to figure out how to finish well, and we need your help. So I want to encourage you to think about that.